We are live. What is going on, everyone? What a huge win. Dude, my throat's a little groggy because I was screaming. When Dennis Schroeder stole that ball, I was screaming. Man, I feel bad for my kids and everyone that was sleeping. Oh, man. Oh, what a win. What a win. This was huge. This was huge. I mean, look, I said it. I said it in the video I posted earlier today. I was saying it in the live stream on the Lakers show when I was doing that live stream earlier today. I repeated it. The Lakers could win this game. This is that kind of trap game. I was in the comments responding to people in the comments, telling people, like, look, don't be shocked if they win today, because it does. It's one of those things where, um, it can happen any given night. This is a team that's super hot right now, that all it takes is the Lakers to have a good game. And LeBron played terrible. Like, LeBron had a bad game, and we still pulled it off. Russell Westbrook was monstrous. Everything. I mean, this was a really good win. But real quick, before we dive into it, thank you all so very much for hanging out with us, or hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Everybody that's watching this on the replay, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. But diving into the sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I was hyped. I should have recorded that. That probably would have been a good moment. But good games all around for several guys. Troy Brown was huge. He had a couple clutch threes that we really needed. He had 11 points. LeBron put up 23, 6, and 9. But he was 8 of 21 from the field, which was not good. 1 of 5 from 3. Then you had Patrick Beverley with 10 points. And Dennis Schroeder came up huge. Free throws, was huge. That steal, absolutely huge. He had 19 and 8 with 3 steals and arguably the biggest play of the game. So that was monstrous for us. We really needed that. He also had 8 rebounds, which was huge too. Russ was the guy of the night, right? 50% from 3, 55% from the field, 10 of 18. Really was just massive for us. We really needed him. He also chipped in 6 assists. And then Kendrick Nunn, he had 11. He was a little rough, though. That just silly foul was really frustrating. That wasn't great. But again, just an absolute solid game, absolute solid win. And I'm just very thankful, very, very thankful for this win. But diving into it, getting into the stream itself and talking to all you guys. Joe, thank you so much for the $15 super chat. Coming in hot. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Lakers closed out a close game, right? Right? Seriously, we won when Bron had a bad game. Someone pinched me. This was a huge game. Huge win. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of the Lakers stepping up, playing big, closing out this game, closing out this win. We needed this. We needed this badly, very badly. So I'm glad we were able to pull this one out. It's always good to go and get a W like this. Also, another thing is that this is huge. Not just, I mean, obviously because we just beat Memphis, but beyond that, we could realistically go on like a really solid win streak. Or at least win several out of our next 10 games. Because the Lakers' schedule has like a decent little patch where I think we can actually rattle off a couple wins here with or without AD. Anthony Davis is supposed to be back next week. That's going to be huge as well. So if we can rattle off some of these wins before AD gets back, we could be looking good. So the Lakers won today. We got Portland, which I think is a winnable game. The Clippers have been struggling lately, which I think is a winnable game, and the Spurs before we go on that big road trip, right? And the Clippers and the Spurs are both home games, although all Clipper games are home games. But still, if we can beat the Blazers, the Clippers, and the Spurs, that would be huge. That'd be a 4-game win streak. We'd be what? We'd be at that point, 24 and 25, and we go to play the road trip with Anthony Davis back. I mean, that could be huge, right? Let's say we lose to the Celtics, right? So we're 24 and 26. That's fine. The Nets are winnable without KD. The Knicks, I think we can win. The Pacers, I believe we can win. The Pelicans, I think we can beat. The Thunder, right? So that could be fun. We could be over 500 And then going into that Milwaukee game, is at the trade deadline. So maybe we get a move or two. I'm telling you, it's a long season. It's a long, long season. We could be right there. But this was just a monstrous win against the hottest team in the league right now. But again, Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. That was very, very kind of you. Seriously. But diving in the chat, we just won while giving up 3,000 boards. Yeah, I don't know how we with all those second chance points and just offensive rebounds. That was massive that we were able to pull that out. They had 24 offensive rebounds. 24 offensive rebounds, and we still lost. This was an absolutely impressive win, satisfying win. I was ready to blame none for those unnecessary fouls. Dude, I'm telling you, we need to trade that guy. Every time that guy starts doing a little bit, right, and starts like, oh, dude, he's doing good. He's playing well. Like, that's great. He starts getting carried away and doing too much every single time. It's just, man, let's go. We closed out a close game. Seriously. We won with, fouls. Yeah, ain't no way. Yeah. I knew he was going to miss that free throw. It was time for it. Seriously, they had 10 straight free throws. That was massive. We competing against everyone. AD has to stay healthy, and we can make top four. I like Nunn in this game too. He shot off passes instead of ISO. Yeah, that was good, but he gets carried away sometimes, man. Like, he's got to keep it within that box, so to speak. I thought we were fouling instead of giving up. Layup strategy was working great. Yeah. You see Gente Morant get into it. Who got the last laugh? Now Brooks started it and ran off like he doesn't want to try to act hard. Yeah, I posted it on this channel, and I also posted it on the As It Stands channel, my mother channel. And it was great. I was cracking up. They didn't want that smoke. None of them wanted that smoke. Dylan Brooks must be fuming. Facts. Let's go. Another Schroeder clutch finish. Amazing what this team can do when someone steps up with Russ and LeBron. Facts. Seriously, Schroeder had that was huge. Biggest play of the game, hands down. Biggest play of the game. That was absolutely huge for us. We needed it. I have no hate in my body, not even. But geez, I can't stand the Grizzlies. Yeah, too cocky for a team that hasn't done anything yet. Like, still got a long way to go, but they'll learn. What a good day for Lakers getting a W, and good news about AD. Let's go. It was a good news day all around. Great news about AD. Great win. This is huge. I realistically believe we could go on a nice little win streak here before AD comes back. All I have to say is Dennis the Menace. Seriously, facts. Russ was huge. I expected them to lose, honestly. It was tough. Look, I didn't necessarily think that it was a lock. Sign me up. They're going to win this game. But like I said, I was preaching it all day today. These are those kind of games. These are those type of trap games. These are those games where, a team's super hot. They come in. They're on the road. A team like the Lakers, they start getting going. They're struggling. It's looking bad. It happens. It does. It happens. That's why I said it's like, don't be shocked if the Lakers win this game, and they did. They squeezed it out. The rest didn't help out. Didn't help out for one's FX. Salary, everyone. What's going on? Butt Kicker? Appreciate you. Yes, let's go. Seriously, this was huge win. Shannon Sharp got the Lakers pumped up. Seriously, give it up to Uncle Shay. Give it up to Unc. I love it. This was great. This was just a great win. Dennis was fire. Absolute fire. Boy, if we get Josh without giving up Russ. Yeah. If we could get a couple pieces, I'm telling you, we're right there. We're right there. We keep proving over and over again. We're right there. We could just go get a solid trade or two. AD coming back. I mean, again, realistically, I think our next 3 games are very winnable games against Portland, the Clippers, and the Spurs. Those 3 games are very winnable. If we win that puts us at what, 24 and 25? All of a sudden, we're right there. And if we can do that, and then we get AD back, and we knock off a trade before we go into that road trip, I'm telling you, I really think that we could make some serious noise, some serious noise. But only time will tell. One step at a time. That's all we can really do. But still, I really like where the Lakers are at. Really like where we're at. Bro, I'm sleeping good tonight for real. Seriously, I'm with you. This might be the first game Russ has outscored Bron in a game. But yeah, this was nice. Russ was great. Everyone really stepped up in LeBron's absence. So double, triple teams, no good shots. Yeah. No, they were going at him, but you got to find a way. You do. Ham needs to get Max his minutes. I know he lacks awareness on off the ball D because he is a rookie, but that on ball D is solid, and he's our best people shooter. He really is. He might be in my opinion, he's our best on ball defender. He's just so good. Hard to believe, and I watched every second and was ready to rip Coach Ham to shreds. No need for negativity. It was such a huge win, and Coach Ham coached well in the end. He did. He really did. He really improved. He had a couple really nice out of timeout plays that just were really good setup plays. This was huge. This was huge for the Lakers. Absolutely. Now, again, like I've always said the same thing. Look, keep Russ. I don't mind keeping Russ, but if you can find a deal that makes sense, do the deal. Just depends on what's out there. Yeah, and Utah lost too. That was huge. Dennis the Menace, fantastic. Let's go. I'm at an 11-game win streak. Is that? Never heard of it. Never. Got to start over. That's our boy. Yeah, facts. I love it. Schroeder was nice. No gritty. That was awesome, man. It was all-star Russ. Russ has been great the last 8-10 games, maybe more, 11 games since AD's been out. He's been great. Yo, what's going on, Nick? Appreciate it. This is a great game. TB kills us in the paint. We keep fighting like always. I finally got a close one. Yeah, it's nice to finally squeeze out that tight win. That was huge. Damn, bro, I couldn't see it anymore, and I closed the game when 3 points separated us. I'm so glad that worked out for us. I'm glad it worked out for us too. Schroeder came in huge. Yes, I love it. After all those games, we got stolen. We had to steal one. Exactly. We needed that W. I'm telling you, man, we are right there. We are. I mean, we've lost out of so we're now 7-4 over our last 11 games. So we have a winning record in our last 11 games. 4 of those now, in hindsight, we got messed over by the refs, and then another 3 or 4 of those games that we've lost as of late were all close games that we probably should have won. We're there. You get AD, we might have been the team on a 12-game win streak right now. I really believe we could get to a game or two over 500. And at some, I wouldn't be shocked if we're over 500 by the time the road trip's over. I wouldn't. And then that would mean we'd get a trade done, all that stuff. So they did. They played great D on LeBron tonight. Shannon Sharp came through clutch, came in clutch for us. I love it. Big win, man. LeBron was struggling, but it makes me even more happy. We can win when LeBron goes 8 of 21. He was getting doubled all game, though. Glad other guys stepped up. Yeah, I mean, look, we've proven without LeBron and AD, we can win games against good teams. And we've proven that when LeBron has bad nights, we can win games against good teams. So it's a good sign. Westbrook and co. willed us into this game. Yeah, facts. Absolutely. Give credit to everyone. Everyone deserves it. Everyone was fantastic. Dennis Schroeder, MVP, facts. I'm going to try to see Ja and Dylan hit that gritty. Seriously. Man, this was great. Westbrook was amazing and carried us to the win tonight. Big props. Yeah, facts. He was fantastic. We beat a healthy, great team. Yeah, team on an 11-game win streak. This was a huge win. Huge win. You know what else would be a big win? Is if you like the video and you subscribe to the channel. Take 1 second, hit that subscribe button. Really helps me out a lot. I'm only 1 subscriber away from 7,200. So hit that subscribe button. Take a second to hit that like button. It really would help me out a lot. And then let's complete this wonderful night. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. There's 155 of you in this stream. I'd really appreciate it. Like I said the other day, when LeBron has his worst games, He still gets 24, 7 and 7. You wonder why I can't stand him. Yeah. I mean, look, LeBron's bad games are as good or better than most players' good games, right? I mean, he's still LeBron James, right? Like, it's why he's LeBron James. The refs definitely got a memo from the front office or something, yeah. Like I was saying, vote for Russ, All-Star. He deserves it, man. He's been great. Now everybody loves Dennis. When are we gonna see Cole Swider in the game? Kid can shoot. He just gets lost. Too much of a liability. I love Cole Swider, but he's gonna need a year or two to develop. Give credit to everyone, but slightly less to Kendrick Nunn. Yeah, Kendrick Nunn, man, he was scaring me. Look, I like what Kendrick Nunn's been doing. He's been stepping up. He's been scoring and stuff, but he just gets carried away. He really does. This was LeBron's first bad game in months. It feels like wild. He had one a couple nights ago, but still, regardless, you gotta do it. Dennis Schroeder was so clutch at the end. How about 5 free throws, 7 points, and a game-winning steal in all final few minutes? Yeah, facts. Lakers were 1-22 when trailing. Ouch. Yeah, and Memphis was like 34-0 or something like that. Well, now that happened. That was great. Hey, Tyler, I felt the butterflies. Oh, I did. I was screaming. Now that the team has finally meshed, when AD is back, I think they can go 12 straight. I wouldn't be shocked if we win around. Our next 3 games, I think, are very winnable games. Very winnable games. Brown was cheeks again tonight. He wasn't that great tonight. No gritty for them boys tonight. Facts. Portland is like 5-15 in the last 20 games. That should be an easy dub. I wouldn't say easy because, I mean, they still got Damian Lillard and stuff, but we're still not like that great. But I really believe we could beat the Portland Trailblazers. I think we could beat the Clippers, and I think we could beat the Spurs. That would give us a 4-game win streak. We'd be 24-25 going into that Celtics game and that road trip. AD will be back. Maybe we can get a trade. And then we have a bunch of winnable games. And March, so I was doing it on the Lakers Show channel, which if you guys aren't subscribed to the Lakers Show channel, you should subscribe to the Lakers Show channel and subscribe to As It Stands, as well as here, if you haven't subscribed here, of course. Basically all the channels in the As It Stands network. But I was talking about it and we were going through it. March, we could go we have 15 games in March. Realistically, March, we could go 12-15 at least in March. You go through the March teams, all of those games are very winnable, right? So, I mean, we could be there. Dennis has come up big for us a couple times now. He deserves a spot. Agree. He does. He's had some big moments. Grizzlies 11-game win streak, 28-2 when leading after 3 quarters. Lakers down 3 of their best players walked out with the W streak time. Let's go. I love it. Dame been on a tear though. Anything can happen. Yeah, of course. You never want to just assume that it's an automatic lock, but I think it's a very winnable game. Ja can't beat his idol. Russ taught him too much. Yeah. Knicks fell off. Randall Brunson and RJ are dropping 20 plus, but everyone else on the roster is scoring under 10. Yeah. I think we could beat the Knicks too. That's what I'm saying. Knicks, Nets, all of them. OKC lost too. Yeah. Steven Adams would have knocked Shannon Sharp out. Steven Adams is like that guy you don't want to mess with. And Braun ain't gonna be the greatest every night. Imagine if he was going crazy, we would have probably made by a bigger margin. Yeah, it's just good. It just shows that it's good that we're winning even without LeBron. We're now 2-22 when trailing. Great win. Hey, I'll take it. Hey, we take the win. Let Nunn cook, man. I don't mind it. He just gets carried away. That's my only problem. He makes a couple nice plays, and then he thinks he's Jordan. Yes, let's go. This is a great win. We were outplaying them all game. Those rebounds kept getting them in. Yeah, those rebounds are killing us. They had 24 offensive rebounds. We didn't give up. That was a great win in this game. Yeah. Finally, Ham coached the end of the game. Allen Adams was a great strategy. He did really good throughout. He had a couple nice timeout play calls out of timeouts and stuff. I liked what I saw from him tonight. Lakers gotten tough breaks throughout the season. Maybe it's time. Yeah, I mean we need them. We need all the help we can get right now. All those offensive rebounds were rough. Grizzlies had the most second chance points out of any team since 1998. and we had height and wings for rebounding desperately. Yeah, we need it badly, badly. Ham finally did something in the fourth quarter. Yes. Not even that. We kept on stalling. I was like, bruh, please don't get delay a game, right? Why were we hacking 74% free throw shooters in Bain? He shot 90%. I'll never understand K9. I don't know why K9 did that. That was rough. They were trying to hack Adams, which makes sense, but Adams actually made his free throws. He did. That one hit the top of the backboard. I don't know about that one. They should. I mean, I understand as long as it doesn't go over, but yeah, he got some lucky one. Lakers gotten tough breaks throughout season. Maybe Black is turning our way. Yeah. When Clark missed, I was worried about Adams since he's the king of putbacks. Dude, I'm not going to lie. I was praying that he made both free throws. Or if he missed one, I was hoping he missed the first. When he made the first one, I was like, please make this. Because I really was. I was worried about them just getting the rebound and just going right back up and we lose the game. Like, I was like nervous. But, I mean, it worked out. That's all that matters. But I was like, please make both of those. Like, worst case, we go into overtime. Best case, maybe we can get, a downhill play and Russ or somebody can knock down a shot. But yeah, I was I was stressing. It's all coming together. We just need Bron to free his teammates. Did anyone else heart stop when Bron closed out on Bane? I thought for sure they called the shooting foul. Like that would have been something that they would have done too. And Jean Moran's dad beef was funny. They squashed it like 10 minutes after. Yeah, T walks over and tries to like shake his hand and stuff. Like, you don't want that smoke. They all fake tough guys. Nah, Ja is tough. I'm taking him over Trae Young and LaMelo. Oh, I love Ja. Schroeder is looking like a top 3 all the time. I don't know about that much, but yeah, he was great tonight. He was great. Hey, man, what did I say? I said, don't be surprised the Lakers won this game. And look what happened. Yeah, Storlax, I'm telling you, I believed. I did. Was it you that commented to somebody? Because somebody was like, oh, there's no way in hell, da-da-da. Because I was saying in my video, was it you that was under him that was like, oh, he's not saying that they're going to win. He's saying that they have a chance. Like, this is a trap game. I think it was you that commented. Somebody commented that. I've been wanting to beat Memphis for a while. It seems like Bron's off games was coming at the worst time. But we pulled out the win. And sorry, trash talkers. Yeah, I loved it. I love this win. TB was in foul trouble, man. No, that almost hurt us. It did. It really did. They were calling a lot of like petty fouls, man. Brian gets killed in the pick and roll. Yeah, he's definitely not a defensive big. That's for sure. Schroeder and Russ came big. They absolutely did. They were huge. We are 100% a trade or two away. Our rebounding sucks, largely due to AD being out. We need a lot more shooting still and wings. Yeah, we definitely still need a lot of things. But that's what I'm saying. Go make a trade. Like, go get Bojan Bogdanovic, Alec Burke, and then sign Whiteside, and all your problems are solved. Well, not all of them, but a good chunk of them. I think if you do something like that, I think you're good enough. I really do. I think you're good enough to maybe get a W. Like, I mean, Memphis is a top team in the league, even though they're young. They have good chemistry, team, and they are hungry. Yeah, this was an absolute great win. Great win, especially against the Grizzlies defense. It was all over LeBron. Yeah, they were trying to make other guys beat them, and our guys did. They stepped up and beat them. So it's good that we beat them. It's not our full roster. Yeah, we've been we're missing 3 of our 5 best guys, and we've been in every one of these games. We haven't been getting blown out. We've been competitive, all of that stuff. Yeah, they do. Just try to believe. Lakers Nation do not deserve Russell Westbrook. Major rebound in the fourth. And that putback was huge. And 29 points to lead, scoring with clutch defense. And Dennis the Menace, clutch defense. I've been preaching Russ. Everyone makes fun of me and calls me a Russ stan and tells me, like, what are you going to do when Russ leaves and blah, blah, blah. Hey, the guy just keeps doing him, and I love it. Also, you can see Ja look tired. His shots are either short or flat. Yeah. That'll come for me. But literally, where is Lonnie and AR? They haven't been on the bench. Are they sick or something? No, they're both injured. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe just resting, hopefully. Bunch of good athletes who jump over everyone. Yeah. Oops. Ja probably gonna go on Twitter and cry like Fox. Grizzly fans think the refs helped them. Probably they a bunch of crybabies. But if they win, they don't say nothing. Facts. He got us so much for Memphis. He don't play defense either. Yeah, Bane's buff for no reason. Seriously. Look here, Lakers have to build off this win before AD and everyone gets back. Agree. Like I said, our next like 3 games are very winnable games. Go get those W's, and all of a sudden we're a game out of 500 with AD back. That's why Clarkson wanted to fade with Baines. Yeah, nobody afraid of Baines. Ain't nobody worried about Baines. This is one of my favorite sports pages, bro. I love the work. Shannon needs to get on the show with you. Hey, if Unc wants to come on, if Shay wants to come on, I am always down for that. Always. But no, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Malcolm. Our guard, on ball, and pick and roll defense is trash. Yeah, I mean, a lot of our defense is trash. I wish Shannon would have punched us. Dude, that would have been hilarious. Hilarious. Brooks was pretty bad for the Grizz, yeah. It's just a bunch of fake tough guys that try to do too much. I think Russ has earned his roster spot unless an insane trade pops up. If we can land Bogey Noel trade, then write us Josh, I'm happy. Yeah, if we can do a couple things, like I said, if there's a deal that makes sense for us, you got to take it. But if it's just like all these teams just view Russ as a negative asset and you have to pay for them to take on Russ and stuff, there's no point. Why? Why would you do it? It's silly. Russ is playing great. Ever since AD's gone out, he's really stepped up. He's been more aggressive. He's still giving you assists. He's playing solid defense. Like, he's doing everything you could ask of him and more. And he's been fine. But if there's a deal there that makes sense, take the deal. But it's nice because now there's no desperation. You don't have to make a desperation trade. Celebrate with a mile. And you're gonna have a good night at work. Russ is cool. I was cussing him when he started doing for a little spurt in the game, but got it back together. Yeah, you gotta take the bad with the good. You're gonna have good moments. You're gonna have bad moments, but for the most part, he's been great. When is Damian Jones ever going to get minutes? I don't think he ever is. I think they'll trade him before that happens. Look gas the entire game. I don't know what was up with him. Braun did his free throws in the clutch. We needed that. He could have had 40 if Braun wasn't shot jacking. We got the W, though. Yes, I'll take the win. Russ stays. I love Russ. The post timeout play with Russ and TV, where has that been? Seriously, that was such a great play call. That really was. We need some wins, period, but great win. We do. We still need a lot of things, absolutely, but this was a great win. If that trap that led to the steal even after the timeout, yeah, it was after they called the timeout. Like we looked like we wanted that win. Absolutely, we really did. No gritty, I know, no gritty. Tyler, did you see that out of bounds play? And the final minutes, I'm pretty sure it was a screen to free up Russ. Russ drives to the hoop and backdoor the TB lob. Coach Ham with a great play. He did. He had a couple of them. He had a couple really good drawn up plays that I thought were very solid. He did. He really did a great job. Cell saved the Lakers. Yeah, it was a great win. Great win. Yes, sir. Good way to fight. Not giving up. Russell. What a night he had. Fire, go Lakers. Yeah, he was fantastic. He really was. He was great. Great. Everybody in this chat needs to be voting Russ daily. Draymond has more total votes. That's BS Laker fan me up. Yeah, got to get Russ in the All-Star game. He deserves it. He's been great. I think we're right there too. We need shooter. Yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely. Russ came through tonight. That was a big rebound and put back for us. Brian missed 3. Dude, that was huge. Like, we needed that badly, very badly. Hopefully the fans will respect Russ more now with Braun in it. With Braun out, Brody is consistent. Yeah, it's the next bad game that he has. Everyone's going to turn on him again. It's just how it is. It's how it's been all season. Like, I've taken so much flack all season long over Russ. But, I mean, he deserves it. He's been great. He's been consistent. He's done everything you've asked for. Like, how can you not appreciate what Russ has done? I don't get it. What's interesting? If you can get other notoriety, you'd be a solid partner for Draymond or Cousins. Content as always, and let's go Russ. Yeah, I would. If I ever did. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I would still probably want to do my own thing. I wouldn't mind like, like if I ever did get like the notoriety and like, you know, Draymond was like, oh, like let me bring you on the podcast. Like I would love that. I'd go on, but I'd still like to do like my own thing here. I'd still like to have this going on. I do. I enjoy it. I love it. Let's go. Yeah, I love it. Great win. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't voting for nobody. At least you honest. Um, for their most consistent players. Wow. You called it too, bro. Well, thank you. Yes, like I said, I mean, it's one of those things. It's a trap game, you know. It's just how it goes, you know. But yeah, I didn't like I said it wasn't a lock. Like, but I said the same thing about the Miami game. I said we could beat Miami. I've gotten most of these pretty spot on. It's just again like they seem to show up for the good teams. They do. Can't subscribe twice. I know. Unfortunately, but I appreciate you being subscribed nonetheless. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Take a second, hit that subscribe. Okay, Tyler, chat people up. Yep. Run my guy, them likes, only 22 when I see 150 y'all. Russ, great, and I love Braun's hustle on defense and rebounding despite the offense struggles. He's the GOAT. Always redemption by DS. Yeah, Dennis Schroeder is just absolutely killing it. LeBron is still LeBron. I mean, he still contributed in many ways. Rough offensive night, but no, he's still LeBron James. Like, we wouldn't have won this game without him. And Russ was amazing. But yeah, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Seriously, take a second. I greatly appreciate it. And you have no idea how much it helps me and this channel. Trying to grow. Still a very small channel. Very small channel. So, I ain't feeling those votes. That's pathetic. He did hit some big shots. I just wish he didn't get carried away. I just really wish he didn't. Heavy on the carried away, Tyler. Yeah, that's my only thing. He's been great. He's been very consistent as of late, but he just starts doing a little too much. K-Nunn had clutch defense, but man, his offense, man, yeah. Great game. We are consistently fighting. We really are. And it's nice to see. It's nice to see this Laker team staying in the games, not getting blown out, doing what they can. Difference with those stolen games is we stole the game from Memphis, while against those two stolen games from us, the refs stole the game from us. Yeah, absolutely. I've been saying if we don't need a big trade, just small meaning trade, Buddy Hield, Brissett, Dort, what you think we'd have to give up for them? I mean, it's probably a first, very likely for them. I still kind of lean towards, this is just me personally, I still kind of lean towards the Boyan trade. I actually think the Boyan trade is probably going to be the one that most likely gets done. Whether it's adding Noel or I hope Alec Burke. I think if we get Alec Burke and Boyan Bogdanovic, I think we have a good shot to win it all. I really do. Because now you got two 45% three-point shooters. You got Alec Burke, who's a 3-and-D guy. You got two guys with size. So now you don't have to have a bunch of small guys. Go do the Cam Reddish deal, and you're off to the races. Like, I really do think like that is a cheap, and like I don't think you'd have to give up both firsts. I think you'd get enough shooting and just guys that would help on both sides of the ball. And open the lane so much more for Russ. Open the lane so much more for Schroeder, who's great at getting to the basket. Open the floor so much more for LeBron. I do. I think something like that, move or two like that. But I think Buddy, they'll want a first for Brissett, definitely, and Duarte probably. The only star that I can compare LeBron is Tatum because he's fast, strong, and have overall offensive defensive game. Tatum is nice. I would love Tatum in a Laker jersey. That would be a dream. I don't know what went to Nunn's head at the end with those fouls. Dude's brain turns into jelly whenever he does something good. Yeah, it's just frustrating. We won now. I'm happy as a Goofy Goober. Goofy Goober, rock. Lakers still need wing defenders and shooters. Absolutely. Bron played decent. They never allowed him to play one-on-one. Glad he didn't jack up threes. Yeah, right. I'm glad he didn't shoot us out of the game. He made the passes though, and guys started hitting shots when we needed them to hit shots. So, it's one thing about LeBron. He always makes the right play. Kendrick had a couple good plays down the stretch, such as the one tip to Dennis when we almost lost it. He just does things that look as bad and so loud they overshadow his good moments. No, I like what Kendrick Nunn has done. He's really picked it up. He's been a lot more consistent as of late, but he just has gotta, woosah, settle in. Like you made a couple big plays. We love it, but you gotta take a step back and stop getting so carried away is the problem. Like he just gets a little too happy. Let's see. I wouldn't say easy, y'all. No, I tend to do yet. We got to beat the Clippers for real. Bron looked guessed. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's just tired. I mean, they were throwing multiple guys at him. None is actually similar to Russ in that way. Yeah, Russ can make that at times, but Russ provides you just so much more. Can cook. He's just not a great cook. Yeah. They got Simmons too. He'd be cooking everybody on our roster. Yeah. Cam Reddish, Serge Ibaka, and Boogie Cousins. If not Boogie, the Lakers trade for Cam. Serge, they can get a 10-day to small forward. That would give you 3 more solid role players. I wouldn't mind that. They can find solid pieces too. None catching the rhythm is good though. Yeah, I do like that. Serge and Boogie are old trash. We don't need them. Problem is there's not really any young bigs. And like you're only asking a big to come in and play, maybe 10 minutes a game. You're not asking them to come in and be your starting center that's going to give you 30 minutes a game. It's just to give AD a break, get other bigs, stuff like that. That's all it is. That's why I wouldn't mind Serge. And you get off of Damian Jones's contract, why wouldn't you? Because you got Damian Jones for another year. So if you could just swap Damian Jones for Serge Ibaka, you do that. You do that all day. Because you're probably not going to be able to unload him anywhere else. And that just frees up more cap in the offseason if they don't do any other trade. I like LeBron James. He's my favorite player. LeBron is fantastic. I love LeBron James too. These Lakers are liable to beat anyone really. If they could start the season consistently, this would be a different conference right now. Seriously, it would. Like that's been my biggest issue is like if the Lakers actually started off the season normal, like I'm not even saying like they went, 10-2 or something. Like if they just were like average and to start the season instead of just like absolutely atrocious, terrible. Like if they were just half decent to start the season, we would probably be a top 4 team right now. We'd probably be a top 4 or 5 team. Like if we didn't go, 1-5 and 2-10 or whatever to start the season and have just such an uphill climb. Like if we were like, in our first 10 games, like 6-4, right? We'd be over 500 right now. We'd probably be in the, a top 4 seed. But I don't see Blazers beating the Lakers unless Nurkic dominates. Yeah, I don't really see that either. Steven Adams on the offensive glass is crazy. Dude, he is. That's what he's so great at. He really is. Thank you, Lord. Lakers win. Philippines. What's going on? Shout out to the Philippines. Appreciate you. Yes, and we got the W. I love it. I don't know. I may take Sharp in that fight. Football is way more violent than basketball yet. I have to admit, when Adams made that one free throw that bounced this guy and went in, I thought we were cooked. Dude, it was just like, come on. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Their lack of three-point shooting made kept us in. Crush the boards. Our timely threes kept us in and plays at the end. Yeah, we really were. That Dennis Steele reminded me of MJ 98 finals. Yeah, that was great. That free throw was some BS. Seriously. None for Cam incoming. Damian for Ibaka incoming. 10-day for size wings. Trade Bev. Trade Bev in the front court players incoming. I really hope so. I really hope we have something done soon. The good news with AD is hopefully that inspires the Lakers to make some type of trade. That would be nice. He really does look like Aquaman. He really does. Made both of them free throws when they decided to hack a shake. Yeah, of course. It looked more like he took his foot off the gas. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all, but K Nunn has been playing well. A race of games. Learn to appreciate the guys starting to come around. Look, I do appreciate, but he gets carried away, man. Like Darvin Ham has to take him out of the game. It's like we need him. We need him to play well. I hope the Lakers can make the play-in or the playoffs. I still think that we have a very good chance to make the playoffs. Steven Adams said, "Find something safe to play with. If we can get a shooter, then open shots. Lakers are a tough team, but need more offensive help. We definitely do. Definitely. If we get like a couple shooters, we'd be great. Is the best. Miss that free throw in the best way possible. Yeah, I agree. I'm be mad if we don't make the playoffs. I will be too. I was fine with Nunn. He was giving effort. That was the right direction. Look, Nunn, like I said, Nunn's been stepping up. He's been great, but he can't let himself get carried away. That's the problem. He lets himself get carried away. Nunn has been playing better since the last month. Keep him. No, if you can get better players, you trade him. My issue with Dennis is he can do this every night. There is no need for him scoring 5 to 7 points a game at the start. I agree. He's got to be more consistent. He really does. I knew he won't go make both yet. I was just worried about I was hoping he'd miss the first one and make the second, or attempt to miss the second. Adams did not want smoke with Shannon. Shannon is a big football player, built like a truck. That would have been bad. Yeah, none of them wanted the smoke with Shea. Dennis just needs to stay aggressive. He needs to stop looking to pass and just go get a bucket. Yeah, they're getting paid to do what they do, so you do. Yeah, do what you got to do. LeBron James should not be playing all these minutes right now. And LeBron James playing minutes of basketball. Yeah, it's kind of hard when your entire team is injured. We were pooped on so hard on the boards. I wanted to see Damian Jones come in, right? Hey, I mean, I don't know what Damian Jones did, or if he's really that bad in practices or what. Now, usually we don't win in Portland. Hopefully, we get a different result. I think we have a real shot. I really do. Team looked good tonight. Anthony Davis, Lonnie Walker, Austin Reeves added to this team, and I seen tonight can definitely make it to the Western Conference Finals. I'm confident if AD is healthy, we can beat anyone. I'm confident we can beat anyone too. I mean, I've said the same thing all season, right? Like, get us into the playoffs. And trust. You have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook, right? Like, I'll take my chances with those three. I'm not saying that they're guaranteed to come out the West or they're a lock or anything, but I wouldn't be shocked. Why haven't we done even a small trade already? We could get Cam Reddish some minutes right now. I mean, no one's making trades yet. It's probably going to be another at least week or two before teams actually want to make trades. Teams aren't in a rush. Teams aren't in a hurry. Because of the play-in, you got a lot of teams like Chicago, teams like that are like right there. They're in the play-in, or they're a game or two out of the play-in, so they got to make a decision. Do we want to try to make the play-in, stay, and take a shot of trying to make the playoffs, or do we want to blow it up? Like, what are we going to do? So it's going to be a couple weeks. It's going to be at least a week or two before we see any trades. No teams have traded. It's not even just the Lakers. Outside of the Noah Vonleh trade to the Spurs, there haven't been any. When you carry a team all year, you're going to have bad games. About time when he plays. Hey, he still contributed a lot. He still had a lot of really good plays and moments. And I mean, even a bad game for LeBron is better than most players' games. Cam isn't playing better than Nunn right now. Cam isn't playing at all right now. Memphis got some high flyers. I worry about Ja's career because when his athleticism starts to go, he doesn't have anything else. Look, I love Ja Morant. I love him. I think he is a great, fun, exciting player. I don't think he's the best player on a championship team, though. I really don't. I don't think Memphis wins anything as long as he is their best player. Unless they just have like an insanely good team that's just full of like locked, like they're a number one defense, just elite defense. And they got like, I don't think Ja Morant, as great as he is, I don't think he's the best player on a championship team, at least right now. Maybe he evolves into that. Maybe he gets a better shot, and kind of learns to control himself. He reminds me of pre-injury Derrick Rose, right? And like they weren't able to win. They were one of the best teams and they were up there every year, but there were a lot of questions of like, can Rose take them to the next level? But they had, top defense, top scoring offense at the time, like all that, like they were top 3 in both categories. But, it was like, that was the big question. Could Derrick Rose as the best player lead a team to a championship? That's kind of how I feel about Ja. Do you still hope Lakers can make the play in a playoffs? Absolutely. Absolutely. Even before this win tonight, I was still saying it's a long season. We have a real opportunity. When he wasn't playing better than Nunn is now. He also wasn't playing the consistent minutes as Nunn right now, but he was still giving you like 8 a game. 80 returning soon, so that's good news for the Lakers. They really need him. I wish we could have done a trade sooner. Hey, you never know, it might come, but yeah, we definitely need him. Absolutely. That's true. If you don't compete hard, Tibbs will sit you. He doesn't mind playing the 7-8 man rotation. He actually prefers it. Shannon and Tyler ratings will be through the roof. I would love it. I'd be with it. Me and him could just be yelling at each other about the Lakers. Problem is, we probably agree on too many things. Can we trade second round pick for Serge Ibaka and Cam Reddish? I would love it. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't give up picks for Ibaka, but if we could move Damian Jones, like just even swap, I would do it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem. I do. Sebron trying to coach Gabriel and Thomas to not foul. Yeah. Why are they not playing Damian Jones? We were getting killed in the paint. I don't know. I guess they that bad. I guess they just feel that bad. Nobody wants Russ. We can stop worrying about him being traded. I'm sure teams still want Russ the contract. I mean, nobody wants Russ the player right now. And it's not because he's not playing good. It's because of his salary. But I am all for it. The haters, Tyler talking shit. Absolutely. Always. But Dennis played amazing in the fourth. And Westbrook, oh my goodness. My man was cooking tonight. Yeah, he was. Can we trade 2 second-round picks for Cam Reddish, Serge Ibaka, who can defend the paint? Just floor. I wouldn't give up a second for Serge Ibaka. If we can move off of Damian Jones' contract to get Serge Ibaka, I would do it. If it's just like an even swap, sure. Serge is bigger than Whiteside. Whiteside is my option. That's who I would love for the Lakers to sign. I've been hesitant for 2 seasons to buy a Westbrook jersey because I don't know if he stays or not. I don't know if he does either. I don't think he's on the Lakers after this year, personally. Russ got to go, man. I've been a Laker fan for 45 years. Russ don't not have championship spirit to win. I disagree. I think he can absolutely help us win. And, like I said, if there's a trade on the table, Roland, like if there's something there that makes sense, sure. But you can't just trade the man just to trade the man. Like he's providing too much. He's our best playmaker. He's getting to the hoop. He's been so aggressive. He's been one of our most consistent. You can make an argument he's been our most consistent player all season. You can't just trade that. You can't just give that man away. But if there's a deal there that makes sense, then do the deal. I really look forward to your next vid. I hope the Lakers already made a trade. I hope that they do. I really do. I hope we get some news soon. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If we traded Russ just to get rid of him, Lakers would not be viewed as a star-friendly team because Russ has been balling. Yeah, that's something else to keep in mind too. You can have negative impact too. Exactly. I disagree. I mean, the guy is absolutely playing out there, and he called timeout on time of 76 left instead of going last time out. Yeah, great. He learned his lesson. LeBron had a great defensive game. 2 steals, 2 blocks, and stayed in front of guys. Only shot 40%. But we can't expect him to shoot 55%, 30-plus games every day. No, I agree. Like, he still did a lot of, like, important little things. I don't even think we need to trade Russ. He could re-sign for smaller contract. I wouldn't mind that, depending on what it is. I wouldn't mind it. I would love to sign Whiteside. Would love it. Yeah, he has not made those last minute second 3-pointers. That's been rough. But how can you call it a bad game for Braun? He drawing 2 or 3 guys and giving people open looks. There's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, if you watch the game, LeBron did not have his best game, but he was making the right plays. He was making the right. I'm not saying he was terrible. I'm not saying he was trash, but he didn't have the best game. He really didn't. That wasn't the LeBron game we're accustomed to. He shot under 40% from 3. You can't look at that game and go, oh, he had a great game. Like, he had a bad game, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't atrocious. There's nothing wrong with a little criticism and being fair. It's just, it is what it is. He didn't have the best game, but he still, like, we wouldn't have won without him. Like, we still needed him. He still provided a lot on the defensive end, on, the assist, passing the ball. He still gave us over 20, right? He still gave us 23 points. He still gave us, 6 assists, 9 rebounds. Like, all of those things we absolutely needed. We won by 1 point. LeBron was fantastic tonight, but he still had a bad game. When you go, what did he go for? 8 of 21? Like, that's not a good game. Sorry, trying to find a comment to me. Russ is better than who we could trade for. Yeah, I mean, he is, but it would be like, for example, like if you could do the Hornets deal, right? Like if you could get PJ Washington, Kelly Oubre, Terry Rozier, and Gordon Hayward, you do that deal because it's not even just about this season. Like, yes, Russ is better than each of those players individually, but you're getting his production and more between all those players. You're getting more depth. You're getting wings. You're getting all the things that you really need. But there are also pieces that you'd have for the next several seasons, not just this season. So it just depends on the trade. Imagine if Ham made the right call and we beat Dallas and Philly without all of our starters. Imagine the morale boost this team would have. Hell, I bet Pelinka would be more inclined to make a trade. Yeah, I mean, it's rough. I mean, also if the refs made some right calls, there's a lot of things, it's rough, but hey, I'll take this win. Let's see. Russ is only coming off the bench because of the narrative. That's it. Yeah, he should be starting. If the way he's playing, he'd be started on almost every team. Russ ain't no all-star. He's a 6-man all-star game. It's for starters, unless you're Kobe in 98. Lots of 6 men have made the all-star game. Braun and Westbrook been low-key beefing on the court lately. I've been peeping it. I mean, they want to win. You know what I mean? Like, they both, I don't mind a little tension. Like, I didn't mind Russ calling out the coaches and stuff like that. Like, I want that. I want a little aggression. Like, let's still move on to the next play. Yeah, they should be holding each other accountable, screaming at each other. Let's do it. I want Hassan Whiteside. That'd be nice. Braun was hustling hard on D. Exactly. If we can move off of Damian Jones, I wouldn't mind it, because we clear his 2-year contract, and I mean, Serge Ibaka can't be worse than what he's providing. What I did like, well, he deferred to his teammates. I really appreciate that. He did. He really did. OKC plays the Nuggets and Hawks Nets. Lakers have the Blazers in their schedule. If we win that game, likely OKC will lose both the next 2, and Lakers, Suns, Grizzlies coming up. Yeah. I think we could be in a play-in spot within the next week. I really do. He's a solid defender and rebounder. Absolutely. He is. I mean, not so much anymore, but he still is. I don't know about Serge, 12-8, but when AD is back, we got our backup center. I think signing one, not league and trading the other would be better. Yeah. Like I said, it just depends on what it is. Kyle Korver signed with Atlanta as their assistant GM. So Ibaka for Damian Jones makes sense. Jones, yeah, that's my point exactly. Like, it's just, I think I think if you could just do the trade straight up, like no picks, no nothing, just like here, just even swap, I think you do the deal. I agree with you. One or two, that'd be wonderful. The good thing about us though is that it can be any player on any given night that makes a difference for us. Yeah, I agree. It's just about consistency is the problem. We don't have any guys that are like consistent night in and night out. That's why I really want to trade. Like if we could go get a solid starting level player that we know night in and night out can consistently give you the same, 15 to 20 points a game, I think we'd be off to the races. I don't want to see Serge and Russ ever again. Anthony Davis will be out the lead early if he gets one more timeout. NBA League Davis. He's talking about injuries. He's not. He's too good to be out of the league. But he's got to stop getting injured so much. We don't have too many predictable players, even though they are big time for lack of a better term. Yeah. He can't get on the court in Milwaukee when Giannis is out. Ibaka is not the answer. They've been sitting him because they've been trying to trade him, I thought. Isn't that what the report is? He's not the answer, but if you can, like I said, if you can move off of Damian Jones' contract, you do it. That might be the only way we can move off of Damian Jones' contract. The Pistons compete a lot. If they get a top 3 pick again and keep Buggy and Burks when Cade is back next year, I really think they can be a play-in. So Boogie going to cost more than he should. I mean, that's a real possibility, but I don't think the Pistons are looking to compete in the next couple seasons. Like I don't think they want to necessarily be a play-in team. They're trying to stack as much as they can, and really kind of try to build this team, especially if they land like Victor or something. I don't think they're going to be worried about Boggy and Burke. I do think they're going to cost. It's going to cost us an unprotected first and probably a couple other things. But Tyler, you might be right about that trade. 45% of 3. Wow, I'll take that deal if I'm the Lakers. I would too. I really think that might be the cheapest, best deal. Like for Bane for Buck, I really think that might be the best deal. Do whatever you can and get that done. Christie is averaging 40% for 3. I know that's sample size, but the kid can shoot way better than the scouting report says. Oh, he is. He's got such a nice looking shot too. If Ibaka for Jones is available, I'd take that, but I still don't want him. I mean, I don't think Ibaka is going to really change anything. But like, if you can move off of Jones' contract, I think you move off of Jones' contract. Tatum should be in Lakers jersey. Thanks, Match, for drafting Lonzo. I know, I would have loved it. But to be fair, Tatum still might not be in a Lakers jersey because if we did draft Tatum, then Tatum probably would have went in the Pelicans deal, and the Lakers would have traded him for AD. Let's see. Magic drafted Zoe over Fox and Tatum. Yeah. It is unheard of to win a game by getting out-rebounded by 20, but despite their size, wing deficiency, managed every game. I guarantee you center or 2 wings make us a contender. I agree. I think we're right there. Ibaka and Jones straight up works. They basically have the same contract. Plus, Bucks agreed to find a new home since he's been away from the team. I take Ibaka since he's expiring contract. That's my point exactly. It's not even so much that like he comes in. Like I don't expect him to come in and like be this like elite player that's going to really solve all of our problems. No, he's a guy that come in, hopefully give you 10 minutes a game. Whatever he provides, he provides. He could play next to AD, he could play next to Bryant, play next to Winion, play both power forward, center. If he could just give us 6 and 5, 6 points, 5 rebounds a game, like that'd be great. That'd be perfect. And you move off of Damian Jones' contract, do that. But he shouldn't touch the floor. I think you give him a couple opportunities. If he's not very good, then get rid of him. Let's see. When Bron doesn't hog the ball, we look good. When he starts jacking up threes, everyone gets cold. Yeah, because everyone's just kind of standing around watching him. I like the Detroit deal also, but I'm kind of over it. I can understand that, but that deal, if that deal's on the table, I think you do it. I still think that that's the most likely deal, if I'm being honest. Ibaka or Whiteside, Lakers need room to take. I mean, if it came down to both of those, you do Whiteside. Like I want them to sign Whiteside. Like, I wouldn't even mind if the Lakers traded Damian Jones for Serge Ibaka and then bought out Ibaka, right? Like, you could even do that because the problem is you can't buy out Damian Jones because his contract, you still got to take the hit next season. I'll take Whiteside before Serge. Yeah, absolutely. LeBron step back three is the best shot for us other than a layup. LeBron step back threes have been rough this year. If the Lakers beat Clippers and Blazers, that's good enough. I only see Timberwolves winning their upcoming games out of the teams fighting for play-in schedule-wise. Yeah, I still don't really trust Timberwolves, man. They're so inconsistent. Cam is like Christie with much bigger upside. He's more of a long-term guy, unlike Boogie, who's should be more proven scorer. Yeah, I mean, look, Cam Reddish is more of a trade that, like, whatever he provides, but it's more of like this is a piece for the next, several seasons. Let's just hope the guys don't let this win go to their heads and go stink up the joint in Portland, where we tend to really struggle over the years. Yeah, I hope not either. Hey, Tyler, did you see Luka cook today, man? That dude is so talented. Refs really called a carry on Luka, and he hit a three-step back. Told the refs, take that. Luka's amazing. It really is. He's incredible. They really do need to get him help, though. Timberwolves could be dangerous. The trade talks woke D'Lo up. Yeah, I actually think I wouldn't be shocked if they trade D'Lo at all. I wouldn't mind D'Lo. I've mentioned it before. I wouldn't mind if the Lakers trade D'Lo. They could trade for D'Lo and still keep Russ. Tonight was Tom and Jerry need a big Whiteside. Yeah, we need that definitely. The reason I take Ibaka trade over signing Whiteside is because you get rid of Jones and out of it, who is good chemistry with Russ, and Brown likes him. Yeah. What's going on, Gideon? Salute. Appreciate you. How are you? It will be a disservice to the Lakers, nation, and all things basketball if the front office don't make a trade to maximize our possibilities to be contention at this point. It's a move warranted. I'm with you. I am with you. 100%. Does anyone know if Tyus Jones is close to being unrestricted? Didn't his new contract just kick in this year? Didn't he just sign a new contract in the offseason, if I'm not mistaken? Big boy win by the Lakers. Facts. Keep in mind, all but like 4 or 5 players were on last year's team. Imagine if we had chemistry like other teams. Ham has done a hell of a job, but still, next year is the next year. Yeah, I really do. The problem is we're probably not going to be able to keep any of the guys we have this year, so that becomes a problem too. Don't want to see Victor and Russ together ever again. They already sold me once. I was thinking that actually Ibaka as a locker room guy does make sense. He could really be a nice solid piece. Like I said, if you can just move off, if it's just an even swap, if you have to give up a second round pick, if you have to give up any assets, no, you don't do it. But if it's just like, hey, Serge Ibaka wants to be a Laker, we'll take Damian Jones, win-win for everybody. Boom, both sides win. Milwaukee gets a young center who was great for Sacramento. For whatever reason, he can't get on the court with the Lakers. Maybe they could take a flyer on him. And then for us, we move off of him. I'm with it. The Lakers need to give Shannon season tickets. The Lakers have energy. Yeah, seriously. I'm actually surprised Pat Bev hasn't felt more in the games. He was good last year. He's been rough this year. It's just lack of consistency has been his problem. And he's not as good defensively as he was last year. The Wolves going to be interesting when Cat gets back. Yeah. I still don't really trust him. I don't. That's just me. I'm not really, I just really don't trust that they're going to be able to pull it out. We need to see what we can get with Nunn, Jones, JTA, and those 3 seconds. I'm feeling lucky if we can hit buyout. Yeah, I am hoping that Rob's doing his due diligence, trying to put together a nice solid trade. Hopefully it's coming. Come on, trade me to LA. What's going on, Serge? Which one is it sound like? Excuse me. Show me. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Man, he's efficient. Does everything you want. And a backup point guard. He is. He really is good. None is good. He just be sporadic and careless with the ball when he's making shots. Yeah, that's my biggest problem. It's just the consistency. Vanderbilt impact for the Wolves was slept on. Pat got all the credit. That could very well be the case. Vanderbilt's available. By the way, that Washington Wizards trade is the trade. Need to make Kuz, Will Barton, and get a big center. I wouldn't mind that. I actually have a video scheduled for tomorrow, I think, of like the Wizards deal, of a Wizards deal. Kanan isn't trash. Pepe isn't trash. But Lakers have Russ, Christie, Reeves, Schroeder, Lonnie. They need to get rid of 2 guards and find at least one big wing like Cam or Bogdanovich. I need it badly. I'm with it. Dennis is the point guard and cool with him passing. It's just right moments. Yeah, it's picking and choosing. Picking and choosing. Lakers need me. Damian Jones dating Darvin Ham's daughter. So that's what it feels like. It's what it feels like. I don't know what is going on. Can't be worse than Damian Jones, that's for sure. The Grizzlies was grabbing and holding LeBron the whole game. Yeah, everyone does that to LeBron, and they never call it. Oh wow, y'all pulling for Ibaka. I feel like he's out of his prime. It's not so much the play; it's just moving off of Damian Jones, and then like whatever he can provide, he can provide. The Russ Rondo lineup made my eyes bleed. Yeah, Russ, LeBron, and Rondo. THT. Remember how many times Vogel had like THT, Rondo, and Russ, or THT, Rondo, LeBron, and Russ? We're competing without a true center on the floor. It's a miracle that the NBA be in contention to play a spot, considering our lack of center depth. TB and winning are not true centers. Yeah. I mean, we're still in it. We're still in it, and I love it. Only way Cam Reddish trade happens immediately is if him and Clutch publicly say they want to be Lakers. Other bidders will sadly. But hey, is Rich Paul we trust? I think the Lakers have a good shot at getting him. Problem is he's a restricted free agent. So teams, like even if he's like, I only want to go to the Lakers, like teams could say tough, you know. You're a restricted free agent, so too bad. That could be a problem too. I think Ja can be the best player at a championship team. Even this season, the issues Triple J can never stay out of foul trouble. I mean, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not really sold. In the condition he is yet. Like, I think Ja needs to get a better all around game. But you never know. Only time will tell, right? I know I've been waiting for the W. It's crazy moves about to happen. The NBA need to be like that, and they need more money like these managers be dumb yet. I think this trade deadline is going to be insane. I really do. I think it's going to be completely insane, and we're going to get like a ton of trades where we're like, whoa, and we can't keep up, or it's going to be just like dead, and it's just going to be like 2 little small moves, and we're all going to be like, oh, that sucked. I don't know if I missed my question, but y'all taking Ja, LaMelo, or Trey? Ooh, I would take Ja over LaMelo and Trey, personally. Kuz and Will Barton from the Wizards and get Whiteside. I wouldn't mind that. I'd rather Tyler and Shannon than Skip, and Shannon Skip can skip his ass out of here. Facts. I'm not big on Skip. Shannon, I like listening to Shannon. They need to give Shannon his own show. Last season, Lakers roster really might be an all-time worst supporting cast ever. And AD missed over half the season. Ariza too. Brown missed over a quarter. So this year, it's just much different. The vibe, yeah, the vibe is much different. Seriously, we're only 1 game out of 10. The Suns, yes, and I love that. I believe Russ' recent play is a valuable piece to a championship contender. He cannot be traded and unquestionable 6th man of the year. Playing true floor general. He has been fantastic. He really is. Like I said, the only reason I think you trade him if a right trade is there is just because it's more for the future than just now. But he's been amazing. Our best 2 wing defenders last season we picked up on 10 days at the deadline. That was Stanley and Gabriel Facts. Frank Vogel did Ariza dirty. He's not as bad as Vogel made him look. Lakers need to keep Russ. I am all for that. Man, I can't wait for AD to come back, bro. Oh, seriously. I really can't. I hope he comes back early. I hope he comes back against like the Spurs or the Clippers. That way he has a game or 2 to kind of get under him. So that way he can, because we're going to need him for the Clippers game. It's just the energy with Russ. When he senses the guys are engaged, he turns it up a notch. Gets a little hectic, crazy, but effective. Yeah. It just changes the outlook of the Lakers. Surge on Tyler's stream, tampering. Exactly what it is, tampering. Russ always wanted to play in LA. If always wanted to play in LA. I think if we match an offer, he would stay. The thing is, how much should we offer him elsewhere though? See, the problem is, I don't think he's worth like. I think I think if you get him 15 to 18 million a year, I think that's fair. It's basically six-man money, which is what I think he's worth now. Um, Problem is, I think he would take less to be a starter somewhere, right? So, like, let's say we offer him, like, let's say we even offer him 20. Like, if we offer him 20 million a year, I actually think he would take like 15 to go be a starter on like Washington or something. That's my only concern. I don't know how much he actually wants to come off the bench because if he stays with the Lakers, he knows he's going to have to come off the bench. Lakers not able to keep Russ another going to come in and offer that starting spot. Yeah, that's my point exactly. Whole stream coming down now. Shout out to Troy Brown Jr. Also, he coming doing big time. Dude, Troy Brown Jr. has been Mr. Consistent all year. Like low key. Like I was talking about him so much for a good chunk of the season, and then he had like a 5-game stretch where he just was like rough, and then he got injured. But since he's came back, he's been Mr. Consistent again. I think Russ will re-sign the Lakers or stay in LA. I don't see him going to a non-contender, and he's big in LA native. That's funny. Is Lakers almost traded Russ for Larry and Duncan last season? I'm glad that they did it. I think he wants to stay in LA. I just don't know how he's gonna feel about like the Lakers and everything after this year. Then he can't stay. Yeah. I mean, that was playoff atmosphere out there, and we saw that we can go toe to toe with the Mavs, Sixers, Grizzlies. Yeah, I mean, look, every good team we've played, we've been right there. So, I really do. I believe in this team. LeBron had a bad game for LeBron Sanders. Agreed. Imagine me and LeBron, Russ, Walker will be contenders. I don't know about all that, but talk about a dude that will catch and shoot. Love me some Macklemore. Ben McLemore. Troy Brown can actually dominate if he plays aggressive and drives the paint. Draws fouls, man. He can be scary. He just does it all the time. And yeah. I mean, he's still very young, right? He's still learning the flows. I hope we keep him long term. I don't think he's going to cost much, and I think we keep him long term. Can't believe he bought a tampering. Can't believe it, bro. Bro, I'm mad. Lakers need to make a move. Make a little LeBron. It's true they were doubling LeBron before catch, and we would waste time trying to get it out and turn over. Trying. Decided to run it back. LeBron and AD. The first offseason should be sign Seth Curry. I would love Seth Curry. If we could sign him somehow, some way, I would love it. Let's see. I just realized we only had 9 turnovers this game. That was huge. Any single-digit turnover game for us. Great. Grizzlies had 14. Lakers have been taking care of the ball a lot better as of late. Last game they had 5 or something? A lot of 6 men have not made All-Star games. Ginobili was a starter when he made it. I'm 42, bro. I've been here. I'm going to have to look that up because I'm pretty sure there have been several. I'm not saying every year there's a 6-man, but I'm pretty sure there have been several 6-men or bench players that have made an all-star team. Where'd he go? Still, LeBron is going to Phoenix if we don't make any trades and don't go deep into the playoffs. Yeah. I'd actually be curious if he goes to Phoenix. Russ playing great. He pushed the ball. That's how these young kids play the game nowadays. Build chemistry with the team. Russ is not playing better than last season. His production is actually down because his minutes are down. The only difference is Coach Ham has him on ball a bit more. KCP is shooting 48% for 3 in Denver. I can't believe we gave him up. Yeah, it's been rough. We could. It's funny. All the guys we gave up, we could really use right now. We're literally a move away from being a true contender. I think so too. I think we're right there. TBJ tweeted, "Thank you, Dennis Schroeder," 12 minutes ago. That's great. Hey, Tyler, do you think the Lakers can win more games if we played like how we did tonight? Absolutely. I'm telling you, the season's not over. We still got a long way to go. Long way to go. A lot. No, a lot of 6 men have not made the All-Star game. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do this in real time. There have been. Let's see. All-Star bench. There's been 23. Is that what this is? 23 bench players. Is there one that lists them all? Just I want to see the lists. Oh, here we go. Bench players that have made. Kevin McHale made it 3 times. Dan Majeron. Where's the list? Come on. Oh, I have to log in. Never mind, I'm not doing all that. It says something about 23 bench guys have done it. Kevin McHale 3 times, Dan Majeron, Ricky Pierce, Kobe Bryant, Chris Gatling. There have been there's over 50. Over 50 games have been played. So I think 50 has been quite a bit. In all honesty, Russell Westbrook should be starting over Dennis Schroeder, but I don't care. For us is cool with it as long as the team wins. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's working, so whatever. Yeah. That's the thing too. You can't switch. Don't try to fix what ain't broke, It's about winning. Win the games. I think Edwards needs one more year to figure out how dominant he can be. Other than the Wolves can be a top seed regular season. I mean, the problem is they went and got they should have never have gotten. They were heading in the right direction, and then they went and decided to go get Rudy Gobert, which basically neutralized their 3 best guys. No LeBron again since the title. Kuz got less and less confident next to LeBron yet. Kuz is number 2 option on the Wizards. Don't think he wants to change that yet. Kuz playing the same position as Braun. We gotta get bigger small forward. Shooting guard small forward, yeah. Next year's Looney. I know Cam has not been great in Atlanta and New York, but I would like to see him for these last 30-plus games. As a Laker, I would like to see him on. Yeah, I really want to see them go get him. Even restricted, a player can veto a trade in a certain way. I mean, he can make it tough, but if the team wants him, they can just go get him. I ain't going to lie. I wouldn't be mad if they offered our boy Lance Stevens. I don't know how much LeBron would want that. Ayton. Let's see. That's right. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Take a second. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. You guys are awesome. 1 trade is needed to open trade season. Let's see. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Usually a domino effect. One happens and then it just keeps spiraling. Please tell me who has made an all-star game without being a starter other than Kobe. And I think Kevin McHale definitely hasn't been a lot. Like I said, there's been 50 games played by bench guys and 32 individual guys. So the whole list is on thing. They're just reading them. Yeah, like I said, Kevin McHale, Dan Majeron, Ricky Pierce, Kobe Bryant, Chris Gatling. Who's that other one? There's a bunch of guys. If Russ is minimum player, he's not a minimum player. Don't want Ayton or Crowder at all. I don't want Crowder. I wouldn't mind Ayton. Ayton wouldn't be bad, but I don't know how we'd get him without trading AD. You tell on AD's face he knows nobody can beat this team when he's playing. Yeah, AD's ready. AD's ready, which is amazing to me. Yeah, and they're in their 30s. Yeah. What if LeBron joined Golden State? I don't think Golden State won it. Sorry, Serge, you and LeBron will not be going to Golden State. Yeah. Don't trade Russ. They better not trade Russ. What to do with Russ? Keep him. That's simple. Keep him. I mean, unless you find something that makes sense. If you find something that makes a ton of sense, then yeah. Whoops. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Yeah. Like I said, it's not like a bunch of people. Or maybe I was a little over dramatic, but I mean, 32 to me, that's a lot. I mean, 50. It says 50 total games were played. To me, that's a lot of games for All-Star games. Like, how many All-Star games has there been? Like, that's a lot of All-Star games. Maybe the last one to do it was Kobe in '98, but I was like, I'm pretty sure there were several guys that have gone to the All-Star game. But yeah. Here, let me see this. Let me see if it says it. Let's see. Kevin McHale, Ricky Pierce. Ricky Pierce was a monster six-man. He averaged 23 points off the bench in '89. Yeah, maybe Kobe was just the last one. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it hasn't happened since Kobe. But like I said, I knew that there were several guys that have gotten six-man, or that were six-man that went on it. Never mind, I was wrong. The website I saw said Kobe was the only six-man. It claims a few of the bench players made one, but they weren't six-man. So who knows, though. Ayton, 80 tandem would be awesome. I wouldn't mind that at all. OKC actually would be the best spot for Bron. OKC would be nice. Tyler, can you say this for everyone? Keep saying LeBron and AD and the Lakers not trade LeBron and AD. Who's the Lakers getting if the rumor was real? Please, their contract's not even up. Trading LeBron, they're not going to trade LeBron and AD. You're not going to get anything for LeBron and AD. Not that's worth it. Let's go, buddy. No, we got the win and felt good, my man. Where is your bro at? What is going on? I appreciate you. We did the Lakers show live stream earlier. I did that earlier today. It was a good stream. But yeah, I appreciate it. This is a good one. Now imagine if we go out and get Damian. I would love that. I would love that. Memphis was 31-0 when leading by 10 points or more in the game this year. At least that's what Skip said on Twitter. No, the announcer said the same thing. During the game, the announcer said the exact same thing. Nobody mentioned when we started out 2-10. Bryant wasn't playing. That guy is a rebounding machine, and he can score. Yeah, Thomas Bryant and Dennis Schroeder. But I did mention it. I made an entire video, and you can go back and look. I made an entire video saying that when Thomas Bryant and Dennis Schroeder come back, that they were going to be huge factors. And I was like, if we're going to, like, let's say we need three or four players to really be a contender. I was like, you had Thomas Bryant, you had Dennis Schroeder. Now we need like one or two. So I actually did say it. And I mentioned it on the live stream a bunch of times. Only players that are safe from a trade is AD, Bron, and Reeves, in my opinion. What do you think, Tyler? Who do you think is safe from a trade? I think LeBron and AD are the only ones that are safe from trade. I wouldn't even put Reeves up there. Outside of LeBron and AD, I don't think anyone should be safe. I mean, you don't just trade them just to trade them. But if you get a good deal, like, I don't know, like if if they were like, hey, we don't want a first round pick, we just want Austin Reeves and like whatever, like Patrick Beverly, and we'll give you Boyan, then I would do it. I just think it depends on what the deal is. But I think the only ones that should be safe from trades are LeBron James and Anthony Davis, maybe Max Christie. Just because I think he's like the guy for the future. We might not even be able to keep Reeves. Westbrook tonight, 29, 10 of 18, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He was fantastic. Fantastic. Russ is one of the most hated players in the league right now. Dudes don't even want to give him credit, and they give him all the blame. That's usually how it goes. But that's why, I mean, I've taken so much slack, so much hate over Russ and defending Russ and all that stuff. But OKC can add Braun another piece and draft Bronny. They could do a lot of things. They got a very bright future. Are there any disgruntled stars who want to leave? Does Dame want on a Portland? Man, because I would love that. I would love Dame. I don't see him ever leaving. I really don't. I just don't see him going anywhere. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there you go. If Lakers lost tonight, it would have been Westbrook this, Westbrook that, even though he was the Lakers' leading scorer. That's probably exactly what would have happened. Probably exactly what would happen. Who do you think will stay next year? See, that's tough because, I mean, it depends on if we make a trade or not. Because if we make a trade or not, probably nobody. We can sign Austin Reeves with the non-bird rights, or early bird rights, and then we can sign Lonnie Walker with the non-bird rights if he's willing to take the $7.7 million. I don't know if he does. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't be shocked if we have nobody but like LeBron, Davis, and Christie. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if we lose basically everybody. I hope not. I hope that's not the case, but I don't know. I think we could keep Troy Brown. I think Troy Brown would sign for another vet minimum. I think Winion we could probably keep. Maybe Dennis Schroeder for the right price. I think we lose Thomas Bryant. I think he's playing too well. He's going to get a big contract. Yeah. I think Bradley Beal is the most likely. Like, out of all the stars that we may be able to get or that have been rumored, Bradley Beal, in my opinion, is the most likely. LeBron is the most hated player of all time, so Russ knows how LeBron feels. Yeah, seriously. That's what greatness does to you. Going to get that late night classic Lakers sleep and want to cry to some Lillard news in the morning. I know that'd be wonderful. You should do a show, Lakers sports and everything else. That way you can cover everything without misleading viewers, because you get good groups with good and funny chats. So I talk about all the other teams too. Like, I have a mother channel. It's just called As It Stands. So I have this channel, and then I have As It Stands, the Lakers show, which I do with me and a buddy of mine, where we do like live streams, and then he posts clips. So I do that. I do this channel. I do that live stream, and then I have As It Stands, which is just it's just like a sports channel. Like, that was actually my first. Like, that was, I wouldn't have this channel if it wasn't for that channel. So As It Stands spawned this channel, which then spawned the Lakers show, because my buddy was like, "Oh, I would love to do a YouTube channel." I was like, "Hey, let's start." I was like, "The Laker thing's doing pretty good. Like, I don't want to I want this to be like my thing." So I was like, "Why don't we do another Laker one?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." So, I'll post some links for everybody in case they want to. Also, you can just, if you go to the homepage, you can find it. But in the meantime, here, I'll do this. So here is Control C. So here is the Lakers show channel. This is the one that I do with my buddy. So go subscribe to that. I'd really appreciate that. And then here is the hang on, give me 1 second. Oh, no, I want to go this way. Oops. And then that is As It Stands, which is like my mother channel. So As It Stands, the Lakers show is mine and my buddy's channel, and then As It Stands is my like mother channel, or As It Stands Sports is my other channel. So yeah, if you guys could go subscribe to those two channels, I'd really appreciate it. That'd be awesome. All right, let's rattle this off and then get on out of here. Let's celebrate with me. If the Lakers go to the Western Conference Finals, they will bring back LeBron and AD as a duo. Anything less, and they both could be dealt. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised in the offseason if they at least entertain offers. If you start off the new season with LeBron, AD Max, and Troy Brown Jr., that's a good start so far. Yeah, I could see that very likely happening. I think that'll probably be like the core that they keep back. Can't wait for AD, Reeves, and Lonnie to come back so we can dominate with their full healthy team. I believe if AD wouldn't have gotten injured, we would be second or first in the West. I don't know if we'd be first because I don't think the Lakers would care that much about that, but I definitely think we'd be somewhere in like the top four, if I'm being honest. I hope the only guard we have next year is Russ. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. You need a theme song. You gotta create a theme song. Get one on Fiverr. The problem is that like sometimes those people like because they'll just use the same music or they'll use like copyrighted music. I know a couple YouTubers that got in like big trouble getting stuff on Fiverr because they tell you that it's copyright free music. I made this music in my lab. I made this music in my studio. And it isn't. So let's get you rapping. Nobody wants to hear me rap. Believe me. Nobody on the West wants to see the Lakers and the playoffs. Russ, LeBron, AD in the playoffs. Oh my goodness, you might want to watch out for that. I said the same thing. I will stick to that undoubtedly. Good luck. Good luck trying to beat them in a 7-game series. Like I don't think there's a team in the league that wants to face them. They might pretend like they do, but you're still playing 3 Hall of Famers. Good luck. But I was just thinking that too. That's funny. You read my mind, SM. I was gonna say if you want to hear B-Rad rap, traffic, looking for my chapstick. That was Malibu's Most Wanted. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna set up for tomorrow. I'm tired. I need to get some sleep. And this was a great win. I loved it. But I appreciate all of you hanging out with me. You guys are all very, very awesome. And I appreciate you. Again, go subscribe to my other channels in the As It Stands network. I'd really appreciate it. Again, As It Stands, the Lakers show. That's me and my buddy. And then if you could go subscribe to, I know most of you are subscribed to that one, but also As It Stands, which is just like my mother channel, which none of this would exist if it wasn't for that. So if you go subscribe to those ones, that would be greatly appreciated. Also subscribe here, hit that like button on the way out. Take a second. I really appreciate that. And you guys are awesome. I will see you all in the next one.